not surprised.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Scott Jordan, and you are watching live here at Cellars of Sonoma in beautiful Railroad Square, Santa Rosa, California.
Not everything lasts. I've broken my heart so many times I stopped keeping track. Talk myself in, I talk myself out. I get all worked up, then I let myself down. I tried so very hard not to lose it. I came up with a million excuses. I thought of every possibility. And I know someday that it'll all, you'll make me work so we can work to work it out. And I promise you, kid, that I'll get so much more than I get.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to TV Tuesday Live. This is the post-Oscar show. We've got our remnants from the Oscar show right here. Okay, no, this is in Hollywood, but we were celebrating. We had a great crowd down here, and a shout out to our friends that came and visited, and we had food and watched the Oscars and cranked up the stereo, and life was good. So tonight, wow, we have been really busy today. Inventory day, the worst day on the planet, but we won't talk about that. I did get through that, thank God. But it was our wine club shipment, which is what we're going to focus on the wines tonight. We've got 4 fantastic wines, and also want to introduce to you my guest, Andrew Healy. He's got an event when Irish wines are smiling, and we're going to learn a little bit about some great event that he's doing. Andrew, welcome.
Thanks, Scott.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Oh, excellent. So before we get started, give us a little background on the event that you got coming up here.
Which has got one of those catchy names that everybody remembers. So I moved to California for the second time back in late 2008.
You get thrown out the first, or what happened there?
I came and actually fell in love first time around.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and went back to Ireland and England and finally got sense and came back out to California again in late 08. Living over in Napa and spending time here in Sonoma as well. And I started to notice all these wineries with Irish names through 2009. You know, we would talk about some of them later on. And I thought, wow, this is interesting. There's obviously some Irish influence. And in late 2009, I decided there was an opportunity to do an event around St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
There is lots of events around St. Patrick's Day, but they're generally, I suppose we could call them drunken paddy fests.
Yeah, beer fests.
Where you Americans put lovely green coloring in beer and do such.
Well, you know, last year we put it in Chardonnay. So I had green Chardonnays in here. I have it behind the bar. I've got a little food coloring for that.
Well, we decided we would try and do an event that focused on the Irish influence in food and wine. And so I partnered with a lady you know very well, Becky Tyner from Small Lot Wines. Becky's a good friend of mine. And we literally kicked off in January of last year, and we had the event at the Rutherford Grange in Napa.
And that's a cool spot, too.
Yeah,
that's
great old building.
Yeah.
And what was really great about it was we mixed not just the wine and the food. We had over 12 wineries last year. We had Bob Hurley, Kelly MacDonald from the Wine Train, who've got Irish ancestry. But we had actually a dance school, the Keenan Irish Dance School, who are from here in Santa Rosa.
Very nice.
So Fidel McKeenan came over with her different age group kids. We had 7 musicians from the Cayley Band in Marin.
Wow.
Didn't know at the time, but the Rutherford Grange, you say it's a cool venue. It actually has a spring-loaded dance floor. So we had the kids.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Really?
And it's great for real dancing. So when these kids did their traditional dancing in their hard shoes, they got the extra lift.
Nice.
It's the highlight of the day.
Wow.
So they're coming back again on the 13th, as are the musicians.
Okay.
So we've got another dozen plus wineries. Again, Irish-inspired food. And we're just trying to turn it into a different angle to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Now, as far as the wineries, then these are wineries that have a heritage in Ireland.
Yeah. So
basically, we're not talking about importing wines, or where you have some imported wines there as well.
Well, Ireland, with its location being right next to the UK, we get the whole gamut of wines that are available. So we're actually very lucky in terms of what we see from that we import. We don't export wine from Ireland, and it's a good thing.
Well, that talks about the quality just a little bit.
In fact, one of the wineries coming to the event, Waits Mast, a city winery based out of San Francisco. Brian has been back, and he spent time at a winery in County Louth, just north of Dublin, where they do grow grapes, but they grow them under plastic. They're lucky to get the they're lucky to get the sugar to 10% alcohol.
Oh my God!
I've always said that if you ever serve wines that are Irish, you take them from the freezer because they're so acidic. You need to chill them down.
Wow.
So the wineries that we have, there's a huge history. We can go into the history of it, but we have generally Irish named wineries. Big ones that we would know of in the state would be Flora Springs with the Garvey family. We have Concannon out in Central Valley around Livermore. And closer to home here, we've got the Roach family from Carneros.
Very nice.
And Eric Keating, who makes wine from various different parts of the county here. So we've got wines from Napa, Sonoma, the foothills, and the city. So a nice representation.
Well, that's going to be a fun event. Well, good. Well, we're going to touch on that in a little bit. Let me go and tell you folks, those of you that are wine club members, your shipments go out on Monday. As long as I get all the tasting notes and stuff together. We're getting close. The wine, some of it's arrived here, so we will get it where it needs to go, so it goes out to you. And then for my local wine club members, this weekend we're doing a big combination of things all at once. First of all, we'll have our pickup party from 1 to 4 on Saturday, and then it's also barrel tasting weekend. So Andrew, throw up that barrel tasting slide if it's not up there. And so if that's not enough entertainment, we also have live music on Saturday as well with Robert Herrera. It starts at 7:30. So those of you that are coming to the Bay Area for barrel tasting weekend, we are not a official stop, but we will have barrel samples here, and we will be able to sell futures. So you'll be able to taste barrel samples from our vintners here. Your wristband is your entry ticket, so you don't have to pay anything to come in and taste the barrel samples. We'll be happy to show them to you. Wine club members, you get to taste whatever you want. We don't care, But the bottom line, So the bottom line is a lot of fun coming up this weekend, and then we'll have your wines in your wine club shipment open, and we'll have some different cheeses and stuff paired up with the wines. So tonight we're going to taste through those wines. We'll talk about Andrew's event, but let me start with the first wine in your selection, which is Dunas Tres Cuvées Chardonnay. This is a Sonoma Coast Chardonnay. You may have seen that previously. Dunas, one of our very first vintners. In fact, the other thing that we're celebrating, I keep forgetting about our anniversary, we are officially 2 years old this weekend. I can't remember what day it was. I think it was the 5th or 6th, but it's close enough.
We should toast that.
Toast to that, right? Okay, so 2 years. So Mr. Bank, stay away from us. We're still here. Power is still on, so we're all right. So Dunas was one of my first vintners, along with Gann, and they make 2 Chardonnays, one Sonoma Coast, one from their estate. This is a little crisper. Nice finish, good structure, beautiful wine. In March and in June shipments, we always add a Chardonnay. Most other shipments are all reds, but at some point there will be the spring will come. Although I did notice that one of our really good friends, Amanda Haygood, who Amanda.
Yeah, I know Amanda.
Yeah, she's a hoot, and she moved back to South Carolina because she got lost or something, or North Carolina. Where is she?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. I was close.
Grand Valley.
And but I noticed this weekend it's going to be 87 degrees there. It's like, really? What the heck was that? I saw it on the news. I couldn't believe it.
Wasn't it like that here a couple of weeks ago?
Well, not quite. Maybe about 80. It was close. But it's not supposed to be. We're in paradise. She's in almost paradise. But anyway, shout out to Amanda, but a great part of the world there, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
So I wanted to make sure that you had a Chardonnay, get out your white wines ready for the summer. Spring is coming. It will happen. We're betting on nice weather this weekend. Not sure what we're going to get. Barrel tasting's kind of half. Sometimes it's really, really, really nice, and other times it's just pouring down rain. But the bottom line is we're going to be the best stop. We're going to do both weekends of barrel tasting. We're going to do this weekend and the weekend after. We'll have barrel samples on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're open late on Friday and Saturday till, well, 10:30 or so. Sunday, we're open till 8:30. So when you're done with that event, come on over and see us, and we'll have some barrel samples and futures and so on. So good, beautiful start to your wine club shipment.
That's a nice Chardonnay.
Very nice Chardonnay.
Really nice.
Nice and clean,
yeah,
right, and bright.
Fresh,
Yeah,
good.
not that big popcorn butter. Most of the producers are moving a little away from that. They want some creaminess, but not that,
There's a
that
hint of
overly.
it. Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, but it's still refreshing in the finish of the wine.
It's nice to let the fruit out.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, and the winemaker on that is Greg LaFollette, who made Tandem and Flower Wines and Deloach.
So
The alcohol's not overly high. It's a 14.2. That's
So he knows what he's doing.
Well, he's
sort of the background.
He's damn good. We like this guy a lot. So one of the segments that we do now is we ask a question of the audience. Those of you that are tuned in and you're at our website, to the right of the video, there's a little box there where you can actually type in questions, or you can type in the answers to the question that I'm going to ask you now. So let me give you the first question for tonight. True and false question. So you got 50%. You can phone a friend, or you can
Go online.
Go online. So true and false. The vintage year on a wine label refers to the year the wine was bottled. True or false? The vintage year on a wine label refers to the year the wine was bottled. So if you have a guess, go ahead and guess. Kevin will yell it out if you're guessing the answer to that question.